everybody. I thought I'd come in here again today, do another short here. And what I want to talk about in this short is about uh, the NFL Hall of Fame inductee. That's from local here from Davenport, Iowa. Went to Davenport Central. Of course, that was Roger Craig. And Roger Craig, long time coming. He's the he was he was the first running back, as you say, to have 1,000 yards rushing and 1,000 yards receiving in a single season. That was back in 1985. So, gosh, can you believe that's been 40 years? And he's finally getting, since that happened, he's finally getting in. I don't think it's because they didn't like Roger. I just think the thing was, though, he was on a lot of those 49er teams that were really good, and they have a bunch of Hall of Famers on there. And I think maybe he was overshadowed by them to some degree. And plus, I think, too, in some people's minds that, there are a lot of San Francisco 49ers from that era that he played in that were in there. So I kind of wonder if that had something to do with it. But he's finally in, and he deserves this, a long time coming. And plus, I honestly feel if it wasn't for Roger Craig, we wouldn't have backs like Christian McCaffrey and Marshall Faulk that came after him that did the same thing. So congratulations to Roger Craig. That's pretty big from this Assumption grad to congratulate Central grad, but no, seriously, he's a Quad City, and namely a Davenporter. I like it. I'm happy, so I'm glad that he finally got in. Also, Kenny Anderson failed to get in again. And Kenny, I think the thing with Kenny was, though, he had good numbers, and I think his numbers as quarterback justifies him being in the Hall of Fame someday. I just think the thing with him, though, was he was in the same division as Terry Bradshaw, and I think the Bengals, even though he led them to a Super Bowl, the Bengals kind of in that area, 70s and 80s, even though the Steelers really didn't have any really good teams in the 80s, they still overshadowed them in that division. So, yeah, Pittsburgh Steelers, that is a very strong franchise, and I think that was it. Who knows, maybe if Cincinnati would have gotten to the playoffs one of those years, and maybe beat Pittsburgh one of those years to win the division title, maybe he would be in. But, hey, Kenny Anderson will eventually get in. Not bad. And Augustana College graduate, and I'll tell you something. I really wish that we see more small college guys out there, but that's just my opinion. But, hey, you all take care. Have a great evening. Super Bowl 60 is tomorrow. Go Seahawks.